Hey friends, how are you? Kelly McClure, Psychic Medium. I have a lot to say tonight, a lot of spirit coming through. Come on back. Hi, you guys. I'm Kelly McClure, Psychic Medium, and I just want to tell you something. Those of you out there who think you might be different, maybe neurodivergent, maybe like you think you have all these like disorders that the earthlings have told you about, maybe even OCD. I get it. I get it because that's how I grew up. Not even enough that they would do anything about these disorders, but I was definitely considered different and weird. So this whole time I'm getting ready and I'm realizing like I don't have my favorite pen. I don't know where it is. I probably left it at a client's house. So I got to use this big pen. Well, here's the problem with the big pen. It's too lightweight and it bothers me to write with it. I'll do it because I love you. But I went into my little bag of tricks, which is just my other pens, and I found some caps to put on it to make it a better weight. And just as we're getting started, I flip my pen and the caps fall off and they're on the floor down there somewhere. But I'm not going to take out the time with my little OCD and ADD brain to go down there and look for my caps because I'm here for you people. I'm here for you. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight talking with spirit, and we got cards we can read. We're going to have a really good time. So, and I'm going to use a pen that's going to drive me nuts because it's not the right weight, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you. So, in the first half of our video tonight, we're going to talk to spirits. So if you want, if you have someone you want to talk to, there's certain things that you can do to help them come in through strong. I always ask spirit to come through strong, but I can't do everything. I need your participation. And one of the things is that I need you to give me their first name, relationship if you want, and that's it. Nothing else, just name and relationship. Because it takes a little while for me to get around to you, please verify that you're still here. Please know that I can't get to everybody, obviously, but also that I have no control over who comes through or who I pick. I don't see the feed. I'm not monitoring the feed. Even Lisa, who's monitoring the feed, does it at random. So please ask once or twice. If you're meant to get a reading tonight, you will. Stay tuned to the end because we're going to give you a really cool code to get a reading on your own if you want it. All of my services for July are a special and a really, really good discount. So please stay to the end and you'll get the code. Obviously, like I said, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but I'll do as many as I can. Requests are chosen at random. Please don't inundate the feed. Like I said, ask once or twice, let it go. If you're meant to get it, you will. If you're not, there's nothing that you can do, no matter how many times you ask to get a reading. There's a lot of scammers that come on and then they try to capture all the business that, like people who didn't get a reading. I don't endorse any of them. I don't think anyone who's legit medium would do that. So all of those scammers who say, well, I have a reading for you. Hey, I can get you, or pretend to be me. They're not legit. No legit medium would do that because we have integrity and we're going to align with spirit. So when they do that, that's not us. So if you see people on there going like trying to get your attention or coming at you saying, hey, sign up for this, register for this, friend request this, I cannot friend request you from my business page. That's not me. I will never come to you and say, I have a reading for you only if you pay me. If spirit ever came to me and said, give this person a reading, I would do it for free. They're all scammers. Also make sure that when you tune into my page, whether it's on Facebook or my Instagram or on my website, that my name is spelled correctly, capital Kelly, capital McClure, C, capital CLURE, psychic medium, nothing funny business, no like weird dashes and dots. So I apologize if anybody's gotten scammed and sent money from someone in my name. But I certainly didn't mean that. I apologize for that. Okay. So we're going to start out with medium readings, talking to spirit, talking to people in spirit. All you have to do is give me first name and a relationship, and it's completely at random. And then come back on, let us know you're still on if I call you. And if it makes sense to you, let me know what makes sense to you. Don't just say yes, yes. Say yes, he had red hair. Yes, he was 5'10". Yes, he, like let us know. Everybody wants to know. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, Stephanie wants to know, hi Kelly, my grandma Clarice. Okay. All right. Hold on one sec. So, I got to tell you, Clarice, Stephanie, that I think Clarice is here, and here's why. When people tell me their grandma comes through, I usually expect to see like a little old lady with gray hair. That's not what I'm saying, but I'll tell you what's coming through. A very vibrant middle-aged woman, upper middle-aged maybe, but not super old. She does, or at least she's not coming through that way. Very vibrant. Okay. She tells me that she live life to the fullest, like to travel. It's a really great name, but she's telling me even though that name was meant to be handed down, it may have not have been, maybe because of, pop culture movies, stuff like that, but should have been or was. So she's also showing me a really super cool jewelry box, but it's reminding me of my grandma's jewelry box. It's like patent leather, like old fashioned. You open it and there's like little slots for rings. So let me know if that makes sense to you. If your grandma was kind of contemporary and kind of hip and cool, but still had this old fashioned jewelry box. So first of all, we want to know if you're here. If
she is on, and she said that she was 77 and she did travel.
Okay.
And she said I gave it to my daughter. As a middle name. Clarice, the name.
Yeah.
And then hang on. For some reason I have a delay.
That's all right.
Okay. That's all I have so far.
So that's enough to confirm for me that's her. And she wants you to know that she is having the time of her life. She's traveling. She's doing all the things she meant to do. I still think that 77 is the new 57. And so she's like really wanting you to go ahead.
She passed 32 years ago.
Okay.
So maybe that's why you're seeing her so young.
So young. Okay. And that she really wants you at your age to live life to the fullest. Her big message, really, to anyone who will listen, is your 60s and 70s can be the best time of your life because you finally know who you are and demand what you want, and you can travel, you can do anything you want. And so she's really lending you energy. And this idea that you might have not have enough resources, or you're obligated to other people, or whatever it is that's limiting you, she says you need to like let that go. No, do not let anything limit you in that time of your life where you really have the freedom to do anything you want to do. She's also putting 3 hearts above you. I feel like there's 3 heartbreaks though. So some of them maybe, family members. She's shown me 3 heartbreaks, but also 3 in the way that you have 3 very, very strong, loving people supporting you. I love her energy. I love her message about just like get out there and live. Let me know if that makes sense, Stephanie. I hope you receive her message from where she's coming from, just to get you out and moving around and doing what you want to do, and screw anybody who's trying to stop you. Like, go. Okay, next. So Susie wants to know about her niece, Chelsea. Okay. This feels a little bit younger, much younger, and a little bit further away. She's a little bit hold on one sec. I was gonna say that there's a little bit of privacy around her passing in her consciousness, but also not necessarily her fault. Or like what I mean by that is I don't think she took her life, but I feel like there's some privacy around it in choices or people. I think it was sudden or unexpected. She looks pretty young. She's got a pair of tennis shoes that she's showing me. Her feet are either up or the shoes have come off. Susie, let me know if you're still here and if that makes sense. Do you have your niece's tennis shoes? Did they come off her feet? And was someone else involved in her passing? She was bright, funny, really made it through all kinds of different like scenarios and probably could have gone far in life. And this is, it feels tragic, but it also feels a little bit bizarre. Like, I'm not really sure if she's taken partial responsibility or if she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. She has artistic handwriting, but also other artistic, I guess, talent. Okay, so has Susie come on that she knows?
She says I'm here, but I just haven't seen any. Oh wait, hang on, I'm just updated. But I haven't seen anything else from her.
She says that there's so this is July and she is mentioning 7, so that could be 7th of a month or July with passing her birthday, but I feel like there's 2 or 3 of them. She's not going away. Let me know if okay. And she's got really beautiful writing or message. Okay, so keep Susie nearby. Susie, come back on if that makes sense. She'll give more message, but let's go ahead and see who else is here. Velda. 2 sons. Okay. So Justin and Jamie. Okay. So it feels a little bit weird about this is that I'm saying 2, oh God, I hope this is them. I don't know why I'm seeing them at 2 different ages, like 5 years old and then maybe young teen, and then nothing after that. Oh, I feel Justin, Jimmy. I feel a compression or a lack of oxygen in my lungs, like my lungs suddenly felt like I couldn't breathe. So Felda wants to know about Justin and Jamie. What I want to know, if do you have something significant about them around the age 5, and then again a little bit later, like really young teens, 13, 14, something like that, and something about the breathing or not being able to breathe, or like sudden about breathing. There's also something about, okay, relocating, and this happened after the relocation, so you might feel a tremendous amount of guilt because you made a decision and then something happened. A little weird energy in my nose right here, which is kind of strange. And the big message is to let go of any self-doubt or worry or guilt about this decision or relocation. Okay, let me know And that
she just said she's on here, and she just said, "Are they okay and happy?" She didn't mention anything.
okay. I do have a very strong feeling in my forehead right here that came on kind of suddenly when I'm seeing them. Please let us know if you can verify some of these other details. Yes, I feel like they're okay. They're in heaven. They're in a good place. And there's a message about their passing that does give them purpose. Oh, kind of felt weird. And they're okay. And they're around you a lot. And I think you're going to see signs if you ask for them. You guys, when we want signs from loved ones, one of the things we have to do is ask and then sort of validate, like any little thing that you think might be a sign. Don't shut it down and go, no, I think that was just coincidence. Go, well, heck, the light flickered. If that too, show me more. And they can show you more. And they will. I did it yesterday with my dad. Yeah.
She did say that maybe with the head, I think she's talking about, that sounds like Jamie.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think.
But they're okay and they're at peace. And also, if you can tell me, so it, like, let's say you had a couple of, okay, like a couple of plaques made, but one was in black and white, one was in color. That would be validation as well. Okay. They're okay. Let's go on.
Okay, hang on. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the feed really quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
We're going to try to catch up on
I
the
just want to
feed.
make sure she didn't say anything, but I don't see. Just that sounds like Jamie. Okay.
Okay. All right. So Mariah says her daughter, Linnea.
Linnea, that's pretty.
Yeah, I love that. So, okay, Mariah, your daughter, Linnea. Okay, the first thing that I see as I call out that name is really soft, young energy with, I feel like there's braids coming down, or it's not really about the braids. It's not like she wore braids all the time, but maybe that was a special moment or one of the last moments or whatever. She does tell me about the number 6, so I think that something about June just passed with her, like possibly an anniversary or a birthday or something like that. She kind of gave me a thumbs up about that. She looks kind of small, like her hands look little when she gave me a thumbs up. But I don't think she's that young as like a child. I just think that maybe she had little hands. I don't know. But when I said June or something just passed or there was a date in June, she gave me a thumbs up. And her hands look cute and little. So let me know if that makes sense to you. Go ahead.
I have that. She is on, and she said, yes, she braided her hair.
Okay. And then she's also giving me the okay sign, which means she's okay. I really think that your daughter had a very advanced sort of consciousness and high vibration, because the words that I'm coming through is, even though she passed young, which can be very painful for those left behind, she's like, look, some of us live, a long time. Some of us live not that long, but I'm okay. And I'm understanding that this was the time I was supposed to go. I feel like she's also putting all her energy in a little spirit, which may come back in the family, like another baby or something, like kind of strong feeling that someone's wanting to have a baby or wanting to get pregnant, and she's sort of helping this little person or putting all her energy in that. It would be really okay. And she also said she's got a lot of color, so a lot of color around this event. It could be artistic or just that she liked a lot of color. So Mariah, let me know if there's someone else in the family wanting to have a baby.
I have so far that, yes, she was small. She was 21 when she passed.
Yeah.
And then she passed in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah. So even though
she said she was always okay with death. I don't see anything about baby yet.
Okay. So she's over there helping little ones come through. I think there's going to be either a June baby or there's a reference to June. She's helping that little one. She's okay. And I'm sorry for your loss. I know it's hard to lose a kid, before you pass. And she does seem okay with what happened, other than feeling bad for everybody else. She's okay. All right, next. Okay, Bonnie. Your dad, Ronnie. Okay.
Oh, can I go back real quick?
Yes.
She just said that her aunt just had a baby.
Okay. Yay. So you see your daughter's in spirit helping all these other little ones come through, and she's doing her job. She's doing her purpose. So I'm sorry for your loss. It's the most painful experience I can imagine. And there's a reason even for that. Ronnie is her dad. And thank you also for coming back and verifying and validating that. And you guys, when we do these specials, it's because we want the work to be affordable to you, and because we also want to guarantee our work. So even at the discounted prices, if you don't get your answers, if you don't get your readings, you wouldn't pay for your reading. I only do work that's guaranteed, whether it's a group or individual or whatever. And I know a lot of mediums don't offer that because they're charging for their time. Well, I'm charging for your satisfaction. So money back guaranteed. Again, please don't pay any attention to the scammers. They don't offer that. And I'm not going to come after you for money. You're going to come to me and book an appointment. And if it's satisfying to you, you're going to pay. Otherwise, you're not going to pay. So I'm sorry. There's so many. I feel like a lot of my business has been stolen by scammers on Instagram lately. Okay, Bonnie, let's see if your dad Ronnie's here. Okay, so here's what I'm getting from Ronnie. Gosh, I hope this is him. Very casual feeling. Someone who's in his middle age or a little bit upper middle age, but certainly not old enough to pass. He doesn't look super old to me. I'm getting a lot of kind of retiring his shoes. Like sometimes spirit will show me that they're retiring their career, or they're hanging up their jacket, or they're hanging up their, uniform. He's showing me hanging up like something like tennis shoes or leisure wear or something like that. Ronnie. Let me see if I get anything in my chest with him. Dang it, because I feel like just when he did retire something, then he passes. So there's this feeling of, I don't know, maybe he was encouraged to retire and to, hang up the hat because you've made enough money, you've done your job, a little light. It should be time for you to enjoy. And I just feel like I got very little time to enjoy. He did enjoy. And then I feel like this is kind of a person who needs to work. And so, who has a good work ethic, who feels there's a purpose in that and wants to do that. And so now I feel like that's what he's doing in heaven. Let me know if that fits for Ronnie's personality. Also, if there's a energy around, I feel energy in the chest, but it's a little different than a heart attack. It feels more like compression. So it could be congestive heart failure or esophagus compression or something like that. So first of all, Bonnie, let us know if you're still here and let me know if that makes any sense with your dad.
She said he retired early, then passed a couple years later.
So now he's up in heaven working again. So I think that and this is not why he passed, but I think that sometimes people need to feel useful and they need to feel like they're doing important work. So he is, and that's what he's doing. So he might hang up his leisure wear to go back to work. But he's okay. He's in a good place. I would like for you to play the lotto. I'm not saying you're going to win the big one, but I'm feeling like 12s and 1s and 2s are good numbers. Like 1 and 2 and 12 and 22 and 20, something. But he's got a little... Well, this is interesting because he's got a little gift for you and it feels like a little money blessing, but also he put it in a bow, which I think is a present. So if you have a birthday or event coming up, play the lotto. Okay. It's good. Okay. Madison, Daniel, your husband. Okay. For Daniel. All right, you guys, this feels like a pretty heavy one. So give me a minute while I try to, as soon as I said the name Daniel, I'm also seeing the number 4. So that could be either having 4 kids or something to do with April. Oh, I get a little pain right here in my head and my eye. I'm not sure how expected this was, but I can tell you that I don't think he ever wanted to leave his family. Oh my gosh, he had plans like outdoorsy stuff too, like even more than everybody else wanted. He's like, no, I wanted to get the family outdoors. Like my was like, come on, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get on these vehicles and go. Madison, let me know if that sounds like Daniel and if he had anything to do with the head. And also black and white, a lot of clothing with black and white or shoes with black and white or something that, ouch, and the head's really hurting. There's so many times that I connect with people who pass in spirit where they had a head issue or they committed suicide or something with the head. But go ahead.
She said he got into a car accident.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it doesn't feel like a suicide with him. It feels like he didn't want to die. So even though he might take some responsibility for, the driving or be in the wrong place at the right time or not making the right quick move, this wasn't what he wanted. And I don't know if you had a different kind of wedding or wedding dress, but that day goes back in his head a lot. So it's a vision of you looking very, I mean, I kind of want to say different than a typical bride, but just to his vision and liking. Like he goes back to that day a lot. You'll always be the love of his life, even if you move on and have to, embrace life and find other people and find people in your life that he will bless everything you choose. But you're the love of his life. And I think he's sorry he left you. And he just gave me a kiss on the cheek for giving you that message. Go ahead.
She said she had a green dress.
Yep. I'm sure you got a lot of flack from people, but I'm telling you, in his eyes, it was the most beautiful vision. He loves you. He's sorry. He's sorry. And he'll look after the kids. So don't worry about them. He's going to take really good care of them. He's going to make sure they're okay, even if there's times that you can't be around. And you're a fantastic mom, and he would never have picked anybody else. And it says there's something in the freezer. And I feel like it's a plump like thing in the freezer. And it's probably been there a while. Maybe it'll be time to take it out. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird reference. I've never seen that. But something in the freezer is like a big plumpy frozen thing that you can take out now. Okay. Okay, so let's do a little bit of how housekeeping and homework. We've got a really, really fun few months coming up for you guys. Also, I am actually looking for somebody who is a hairdresser, who is available, who would like to do an exchange and bleach my hair for me. And let me tell you why this is kind of a thing. Okay. So many of you may remember me as being a blonde, and I was blonde for many years. I was a towhead when I was a kid, and when I got older and my hair started getting darker, I still bleached it blonde. And then I got sick about 3-4 years back, really sick, to the point where my hair just like fell out and was breaking off, and I had to stop bleaching it. So then my niece was like, I know what let's do. Let's turn it purple. And I did that for a while. And now my ugly roots have grown out to where this is actually my natural color. And it's a lot of gray mixed with that dirty dishwater muck, like at the bottom of the sink after you've washed I hate it. I think I'm ready to go back blonde, but I need somebody who's willing to risk like bleaching the whole thing the color I want it. I have the color. I would go to my hairdresser, but she's not going to be available for weeks, and I need to go now. I need it now. All right, people, who is willing? Who among you are brave enough to bleach my hair? I will sign a waiver. I don't care if it all falls out and gets fucked up. Please do. I'll sign anything you want. I will give you a free reading if you just fucking bleach my hair, please. Okay. This is the color. This is called color void. Whenever anybody asks me what color is your hair, I don't even know what to put on my driver's license anymore. Void of color. It's not purple anymore. Like the ends are like this ash pink, because that's what's left over from the blonde. But the rest of it, what would you call that? Like void. It's not even salt, pepper. It's not even like a cool, like black and white. It's not even like it's fucking nothing. It's a void. It's void of color. Void. Come on, let's do blonde. Okay. Let me know. I will. I just saw a flash of something that said somebody's my hairdresser. Oh, shit. Hold on. I don't have control over this.
Someone said my daughter's a hairdresser. Okay. Someone else said I'm a hairstylist. Do highlights, not all over.
No, I got it. No, I need the whole thing. Listen, my hairdresser used to just do my roots. Every time I grew out, she'd do my whole head of roots. That's how it was that beautiful. I just, no, not highlight. I don't want void with highlights. I want, okay. If you see anybody on there who's willing to do it, like get their number. I want this. All right. I want to go back. So let's do some card readings, shall we, people? Listen, I know your loved ones, just because they didn't get to come through or we didn't get to pick them, doesn't mean they don't try. They really, really do try. And that's why I say all my work is guaranteed. If you book a reading, I promise you will get to hear from who you want to hear from. What's that?
I can't find what people need to ask for.
Oh, on the hold on. Lisa's like going through the cards, looking for the card reading thing. So book a reading because you'll get your reading or you won't pay. I mean, if you get a spirit reading from me, and I know I charge a lot, all mediums do, because the truth is we only get about 1/3 of our income. Everything else goes to all the other bills that have to be paid. So it's not like we're trying to rip people off. It's like we're just getting like 1/3 of what we charge. So, but I guarantee my work. So it's worth it to you. I mean, if you don't hear from your loved one or you don't feel like you've left that reading having had a meaningful experience, you don't pay. And that's why I do that, because there's occasionally a time where I can't connect. And that's because I'm not here to trick you. I'm not here to convince you or sell you on it. I'm a horrible salesperson. If I say, oh, would you like to buy this? And you go, I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm gone. Never mind. I'll be out of here. I'm not here to sell you on anything, and I'm not here to convince you about anything. I don't want to change your mind. I honor what you believe. But if you get a reading and you leave there feeling like you had a meaningful experience and felt like you got your answers and you got your connection, then that's when I would charge. So please, if you weren't able to get a reading tonight from a loved one, please go ahead and book a 15-minute, a 30-minute, whatever you feel you need. You're going to get your reading, I promise. Okay, so now we're going to do cards. The cards are a deck. I've tried many decks. I have a secondary deck that I still work with sometimes. But my original deck, I don't use tarot. I use a regular deck of cards, playing cards. I happen to like this artist. Her name is Anne Stokes. And just super cool images. It's probably not the one I want to show. And that's the way I was taught. And by the way, we're going to be doing like card reading classes stuff. So if you feel like you have this much intuition, you can learn to read cards. So I'll be able to tilt my camera down so you can kind of see the deck here as we're going along. So here's how you can get a good card reading. You can ask about something specific. Because we only have a few minutes with each person. Ask, I'm curious about my career. Is it going to take off? Should I accept this job? Is this the guy I should date? Like specific questions, and we'll just answer those questions. Again, stay tuned. We're going to give you a really cool code to get a reading. So even if you don't get a reading now, it's going to be worth it to you. It's probably one of the best discounts I've given in a long time. Okay, you guys. Are you ready? Get a sip of water. Okay. All right. So Kayla says, what about school? Great question. So school is going to be the 9 and 10 of clubs. Really, probably the 10 of clubs is more about school. Okay. So we're going to look where that comes up around here. All right. So the way that I read cards, same way I was taught when I was 15 by a very gifted psychic, which is my mom. Well, this is all kind of amazing. So before we get to that question, I just want to tell you that there's a lot of encouragement about what you want. This is wish come true, heart's desire, happiness, and serious. So before I answer the question about your school, you have to make sure that you're going to school for what you want. Like, I feel like this is screaming out. Look at this shit. Okay, this is contribution, opportunity, self-reflection, and relationship with self, a little bit of fear. So here's the thing. So are you going to school for what you want or what you think you should do? What you think other people are telling you to do? If that's the case, you're going to be disappointed. If you're going through to school for what you want, then the universe is going to help you out. This is God helping you, school or a job or work, and serious. So, but I feel like you're placing too much into what other people want. Oh, okay. Here's another cool thing. So again, back to what you want. Soul purpose, things coming together. Here's your career card, which I said we'd look for, and happiness. But it's got to be in line with soul and passion and what you want. Other words, it's a funk. Well, here's the other thing too. You actually can be successful in doing what other people want, but you won't be happy. So you might as well be happy in doing what you want. Oh my gosh. So moving forward, change of states, little trip, take a weekend off, really explore what your But honestly, if you're in line with what your soul's desire, you're going to be wildly successful. You're too smart. You could even make something succeed that you don't want. Okay, next question. Okay, Jody. Okay. Should I pick it? Oh. Okay. All right. When you run across a question like this, I always have to ask Spirit, like, am I really meant to answer this right now? Let's see what they say. The move card is the 8 of spades. I hope you're ready for the answer. Let's see. I'm going to pick a card for you for this one. So I'm going to pick like, I'm going to pick, I don't know why I don't want to pick that one. I don't want to pick the Queen of Spades. It's so dark. I'm going to do this one. That's you. One more. Perfect. All right. That felt better. Okay. So to the heart pile is this male. Oh my God. That's the move in the home pile. To the heart pile is this male figure. That is the move card in the home pile. Oh my God. And the series card next to it. And I'm going to start with that and let's see what it says. Because here's commitment to your own fault. See, 2 sevens, and that's job and career and well-being and move. Shit. So here's the thing. For your own well-being, I think moving on is right for you. And I really think that it will flourish into you and your kids' best interest and well-being, and you're going to find all kinds of. I think that your personal committed heart, which is the very first card that came up around you, is that you have a really committed heart, can be to your detriment. So, and I want to say this to a lot of people who feel like we give and give and give, and we're not getting back what we give out. But we're still trained to like, well, it's a woman's job to give, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's kept you trapped a little bit too long in this scenario. Now, listen, if they feel that you're worth it, they'll follow you. But yeah, the move card did come up around you. So your question is, should you move? Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, Sherry says, will your daughter's relationship work out? So I want to pick a card for her. Let me use the same one, Queen of Clubs. Doesn't represent your daughter. And we're going to look for the 6 of Hearts, 10 of Hearts. 6 of Hearts is a relationship card. 10 of Hearts is love. 3 Hearts is commitment. Let's see what comes up around that. The face cards are people. I was asked, this could be a hard answer, but I ask them, tell us the truth. All right, that feels good. Relationship working out. This is a hard pile. Tons of people involved. Oh my God. Well, we don't always want and need everybody involved in our shit. She really does have the capacity to make a relationship work out. But whether or not this person is the right person, I don't know. There's a light-eyed male figure around her. and a bright change. I kind of feel like it's saying that there's someone else who would be better suited. There's not a lot you can do. You got to let her do her thing. Oh, shit. But here's disappointment around focus and now self-reflection and looking about what she wants back. Very interesting question. That has to do with God's arms around her. That has to do with work or working something out. Okay. So here's the thing about the cards. The cards kind of act like, I always liken it to back in the old days, we had a show called Twilight, and it was about vampires who all had gifts. And Edward's sister's gifts was seeing the future. But she could only see visions of the path they were currently on. And that's how I feel like the cards are. I can see kind of what's going on with her now. But I will tell you that I think that if she becomes more in line with what she wants and is able to let go of pain and guilt and pressure, I think there's someone else in her future coming to her. There's a bright change around a male figure with light eyes, a divinely led who's a good worker, and she might meet through work. But if she's so committed to trying to make something work that isn't working, and there's nothing you can do about that, and you need to let her play that out. Just support her in what you truly believe. But in the long run, that person feels really good. So that's like things working out with somebody in the future that high vibration, really confident in work, good money, good cherishing her. Okay. Lisa, did you have any feedback about that? Come on. Okay. Again, let me know Okay, let me know if you guys get picked. If you're still on, that's important. So again, I can't tell for sure, but I kind of feel like as she builds up her own self-esteem, she's going to find someone new. Okay. All right, next. This is, almost thought that was Lisa Millar, but it's Lisa Mill. So we're going to look financially. All right. So the money numbers are the 9 and 10 of diamonds. I'm going to pull, Lisa, I'm going to pull out something for you. The Queen of, actually, I don't know why, but the Queen of Hearts, that's your card. So let's see where those cards come up around you. The 9 and 10 of diamonds. Anything else is like just what we would ask, what would help you better create better finances. I don't think that you guys have to be perfect managers of money to be abundant, but I think you have to be in alignment with your higher truth. So let's see what that speaks of. So here's you. Okay. There may be some turmoil or distraughtness around money because of a separation or divorce, but Spirit's on your side and there's new relationship coming in. But we're going to look for those specific cards that have to do with, I love when 7s coming together. Oh my God, 3 7s coming together. That is letting go, bright change, and new home. So there may be opportunity for you to make a change. And that's where your money will come from. But I feel like it has to do with letting go. So, one of the circumstances that I see all the time with people who are worried about money is they're holding on to the past. There's your money, happiness, job, future, bright change, all good energy around that. But it's about letting go of the past. Heal yourself from any trauma or any wrongdoing that you feel someone. Look at this. This is wish come true. God's arms around you. Success. Letting go of fear. New people coming in. Moving forward. Oh my God. It's really all emotional. It's really emotional. It's about like feeling stuck in the past and letting go of the past. Letting go of trauma. Letting go of resentment, of any wrongdoing someone did to you, even if it never got justified. If you could let go of the wrongdoing of someone, even though they never went to court, never got justified, your whole new energy would come in. Yeah, I cannot tell you, because a lot of people think, and I buy into this a lot too, that your abundance is dependent on something outside of you. It is not. Your abundance coming to you, but you got to let go of the past. You got to let go of fear and doubt and worry and resentment. Mostly resentment. Somebody screwed you over. Let that go. That money will come right back in. Good fortune around money. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, Roxanne Miller. Adoption of grandson. Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to look for specifically this card, actually, that just, let's look where that comes up. Exciting. Okay. I'm going to shuffle a lot because it was on the tip there. I just want to make sure I'm not controlling where it comes up. Okay. All right, let's look. Contribution and success moving forward. Okay. That's heart's desire. So we're going to look for that cute little guy. That's contribution from heaven. Those are important cards. Pulling the sevens. Because of a past trauma or someone else couldn't take care of him, he needs to let go of that energy, mom energy, or whoever it was. And then divine order is coming in, which looks really, really good. We're also going to look, I think it's a legal thing. So we're going to look for the Ace of Diamonds, just to see where that comes in. Opportunity, heaven helping us, commitment, moving forward, happiness. There's the ace, a little bit of fear. So if you have fear around a court case, you need to let that go, because your energy seems best for him and seems to what creates a relationship and the bond. So if you're worried about a court case or worried about what other people will decide, you just decide, and that looks really good. What should have come true? The success card. So, in a bright change around the young male figure. Yeah, it looks good. But let go of fear, doubt, worry, anger, resentment, anything that's blocking you from just really receiving this. Okay, you guys. Thank you. I had such a good time reading your cards. Let's do our 30% off. That's one of the highest rates I've ever given. So I know that we're having like an economic thing. I went to put gas in my car. fill up that tank was insane. I want to help you guys out. And I want you to be able to get your answers from Spirit, whether it's about your life or your loved ones. You should be able to afford a reading. So for the whole month of July, you get 30% off your all services. It's crazy. Here's your code. JULY2022, July 22. Put that code in when you book. You're going to get all through the month of July 30% off. Now that means you book before the end of the month. If it fills up and you have to book for the next month, you still get it, but book before the end of the month. I'm happy to, like I said, all money back guarantee. We are doing some super cool events coming up. Like one of them, we're going to be at the Reserved Garden. Now, the Reserved Garden is a restaurant in Murrieta. It's at someone's home. Why? Because during COVID, they could no longer do it at the restaurant. They do it at their home. Beautiful place. Amazing food, like authentic gourmet Italian. Oh, so good. So we're going to be doing an event at the Reserved Garden. So stay tuned and look for that. In October, I'm determined. I'm so excited to do our Haunted Spirit Retreat, which is a 3-day, 2-night stay in a haunted camp in Wrightwood, California, where we're going to do, oh my God, the funnest things ever. We're going to have 80s themes party, paranormal investigating. We're going to do seances, all fun. Oh my God. Everything spooky, scary, ghosty, all within empowerment. So cannot wait. Look for those events to show up and be launched on our Facebook page, my website, my Instagram. But please make sure that you're looking for my exact name, Kelly McClure, Psychic Medium, or Psychic Medium Kelly McClure, with no funny business. Anything that you see there that's like they're using an I instead of a, U. I don't know what they're doing, but that's not me. I will never contact you from my business page asking you to friend request because I can't do that on Facebook. So if you get a friend request from Psychic Medium Kelly McClure and it's spelled funny, it's not me. Don't buy into the scammers. Tell everybody, I don't come to you and say, I have a reading for you. Please pay me. If I ever... What?
Something just popped up and I don't
that
know
was
that
because my computer's not plugged in and my battery's gonna die.
Alrighty. So I'm like, I didn't touch that.
Nope, I'm trying to get through it before that happens. So again, I will never come to you and say I have a reading for you and you should pay me. If somebody says that, they're not me. Hopefully the next time you see me, my hair, if one of you lovely people can help me with my hair, will look so much better than the void that it is. Look, I feel like all my brightness is to here and then like void. There's no color. Can you even describe the color? No, you cannot. It's not a color. I love you guys. It's been super fun. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. And use the code and book. We'll see you next week on Facebook Live. Have a good night.